Hey, welcome to this edition of FLX Weekly here on Wednesday, November 8th, 2023. I'm Jim Sinacropi inside the FingerLakes1.com studios in Seneca Falls, New York. Today we'll be joined by Katie Camblin. She's the Marketing and Communications Manager at Dick's House of Sport in Rochester. Victor, actually. Their open-air ice rink will be opening on Friday, November 17th. So Katie will tell us what we can expect for the third year at the rink. But first, this episode of FLX Weekly is brought to you by GoNetSpeed. The future of connection is here, and it's fiber. Made for how we live and work today, GoNetSpeed fiber is faster and stronger than anything out there. Check availability in your area, as well as plans and pricing at GoNetSpeed.com, and get ready for fast and reliable fiber internet straight to your home. And also, Finger Lakes Partners. Get the insurance you need from the people you know at Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, the Finger Lakes Insurance Agency for your home, auto, or business. Get a no-obligation quote today at fingerlakesinsurance.com. So, Katie, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Excited to have you in because up at Dick's House of Sport, you have really a great, unique thing for people to live around here, especially as we move closer to winter. Open air ice skating rink, and it's the third season. So you're setting up to open on Friday, November 17th. So just tell us a little bit about what's new for this year, and you guys got to be excited for the third year at the rink.
Very excited. Thank you for having me, Jim. We are headed into our third year of operation, and as we speak, the groundwork is being laid, the ice is being set, and we should be operationally sound by this time next week. So third year of operation, we're going to do a lot of great things, bringing back some seasonal events, open skating. You can rent the ice if you'd like for a private birthday party or to celebrate with your team. Come on out. Pretty much the possibilities are endless.
60 feet long, 100 feet wide. It's a full-size rink. And, you know, especially moving into the holiday season, it's just got to be a great scene when you have a lot of families out there, you know, and enjoying ice skating right here in our backyard, which is kind of nice. There's not a lot of options for something like that. So you mentioned, you know, open skate. When can people go skate?
Family, if you want to even come by yourself, Thursday through Sundays in the evening time from 4 to 8 on Fridays, and then 12 to 8 Saturdays and Sundays. Feel free to come out, bring a friend. You can get skates to rent as well. Just sort of show up and bring your best self and have a good time. It's really great. I've seen families, I've seen young kids put on their skates for the first time. And then you have the pros that like to just come out, maybe play a little bit of pickup hockey. We're doing a men's league on Wednesday nights starting December 20th. Competitive hockey league, 3v3, pond hockey style. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That's awesome. It says on here that $10 if you're 13 or older, $8 if you're 12 and under. Is that for like an hour or for the whole night? Like how does that work?
So typically we say about a 2-hour skate window is fair, but we are included in a mall setup, so if you want to do some shopping and then head back out on the ice, we'll get you a wristband, and you can come back later in the day. And then we do have skate trainers as well, so if you don't feel as comfortable on the ice, you have sort of that steady hand that you can use as you go about it.
So is that like something that you put in front of you? Okay,
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, and it is part of the Eastview Mall, and this is Dick's House of Sport, which is different than like a Dick's Sporting Goods. Explain that a little bit and what makes your location unique.
So we are considered House of Sport, and we were the first House of Sport that there was, and now we have anywhere
Oh, wow.
in the country. We now have 12 locations nationwide. If you are traveling in upstate New York, we just opened Latham near Albany. Binghamton is the home place of the brand.
That's where Dick's was founded, right?
That's where Dick's was founded by the Stack family in 1948. So about 75 years in business, and House of Sport is the future of retail. We also have a location in Scranton too, which is fairly close. But yeah, we're we're 12 locations all in, and it's really a place to not only find the latest exclusive brands, but we have interactive in-store experiences. So we have a HitTrax multi-sport cage. We have a TrackMan hitting bay in our Golf Performance Center. Yep, there's three simulators actually, and then a 32-foot rock wall. So between those things, it'll keep mom and dad happy and the kids too.
Yeah, and certainly the outdoor, open air ice rink has got to be like the marquee attraction, especially, now that we're heading into November. So, you can, as you mentioned, rent for a birthday party or any event. You can go skate during open rink hours. But there's also a few new events that you're trying out this year. Explain a little bit about those, what those events will be like. I see here Glow Skate. That's one of them.
Yeah, so Friday nights, we hope to turn the lights down a little bit and wear the brightest or white sweatshirt that you can to do a glow-in-the-dark skate. We anticipate this would be a really great date night option, or maybe if you have a preteen or teenager that wants to meet their friends on the ice. It's going to be really unique this year, but held Friday nights.
So every Friday night will be Glow Skate.
Yep.
Nice. And then you have a Skate with a Princess event in January. What's that?
January 20th. So if you have youngsters that are into the Pixar movies who adore young princesses like my own, I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old daughter, this is the event for them. So we'll have a princess on the ice, meeting and greeting with families, taking photo ops, and just, bringing the magic that this time of year brings.
3-year-old and 1-year-old. That's going to be a busy Christmas season for around your house, I guess,
yeah.
right? Well, that'd be a good chance for me to ask you, like, where did you go to high school? How did you come career-wise to be the marketing and communications director at Dick's House of Sport?
So I grew up in Jamestown, New York. I went to
Home of the Comedy Hall of Fame, I think,
yes,
right? Yep.
Lucille Ball is our namesake, and the Comedy Center's there too, which brings a lot of folks in from all over the world. Lucille Ball was adored by many.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I went to college at SUNY Fredonia. I was in a place where I'm like, what? I want to move and get my career going and move to a big city, and my sister had moved to Las Vegas. So
Oh, wow,
I'm
that is
like,
a big
hey,
move.
let's go, have some fun, but also, just
Try to start
try
your
it,
career.
try out the career.
Yep.
Always in the marketing, social media, PR realm. I spent a lot of time working in hospitality. Some of the brands that I represented was Wolfgang Puck Fine Dining Group
nice.
and Buffalo Wild Wings. And then I had my first baby during COVID, and
Oh.
I was what they
In
call
Las Vegas?
in Las Vegas. I was one of those boomerang locals that
But you're married to a local, right?
Yes, yeah. My husband's from Newark, so I know you have some listeners from Wayne County.
Yep.
So, got to give them some love. But yeah, we met at college. We moved away together, and we moved back here during COVID. And
What brought you back here? Was it COVID, or was it just you decided you wanted to raise your family in upstate New York?
that's exactly it. Yeah, we wanted our family to have the same experiences that we had growing up. Local festivals, seasons again. I mean, we were out in the desert for quite some time, so you start to miss those things from home, and the rest is history.
Maybe not so much in January and February,
Yeah.
but summers in Vegas had to be brutal, right?
Yeah, I would say from mid-July through August, you're 110-degree heat.
So did you move back and then get the job, or did you get the job and then move back? Like, which was first?
I moved back, and then we were the Dick's brand was starting to hire for this location December, and actually I'm coming up on my 3rd-year anniversary next month. So I always still wanted to pursue marketing wherever that led me, and this was my first foray into retail. And
Well, it's pretty cool because it is retail, but it is also more than that, especially, with this unique House of Sport concept and location at Eastview Mall. It's got to be exciting, challenging, fun job.
It always keeps me on my toes. I mean, there's always a season for sports, and that's what we believe in, is sports have the power to change lives. So we see some return customers, or we see young families getting fitted for skates for the first time, wanting to swing in our batting cage to, get a bat.
Basketball, sneakers, soccer.
Yeah.
Guys, believe me, I know. My daughter's a senior in high school, and obviously athletics for a lot of families is just a center point of attention. From age 4 or 5 right up till high school.
Well, I also sit on the community team, so I have a community and events manager as my counterpart, and we specialize in the programming for the store. So the ice rink, of course, but in the summertime we do all sorts of summer camps. We've brought in high-profile athletes to come in and run the camps, like Latavius Murray, who is a Syracuse alum, and
Syracuse High School.
yes.
And then now with Buffalo Bills. So,
Yes.
yeah, certainly a big name.
Dalton Kincaid was with us this summer for
Wow.
a football camp.
Yeah, their new Bills rookie tight end.
And we've done everything from baseball clinics to Easter egg hunts. So there's really something for all walks of life at our store.
Now, Eastview Mall is it's kind of bucked the trend of a lot of other malls in the area or even nationwide. It seems to be very successful, always something going on. And, I suppose Dick's House of Sport is almost an anchor to that as well. And so people come in for the facilities. They also patronize other areas of Eastview Mall. But heading into the holiday season, what do you think makes Eastview so unique in that they've been able to have success where other local shopping malls that were popular in the 1980s and 90s maybe have fallen on hard times, but Eastview seems to thrive.
Yeah, Eastview Mall is locally run by the Wilmright Company. It is really a destination for locals. So many great stores are there and continue to be there. I know Barnes & Noble is expected in the early part of 2024. Our store was across the street in a different plaza, and we knew it was just the right decision for us to move into Eastview
I remember that, actually. You were
Yeah.
across the street. Yeah.
and sort of have that presence again. But they're so supportive. We have a variety of events that we do, but the mall itself has Santa in the wintertime and the Easter Bunny in the spring, and even Thurman Thomas was there at some point too. So
Bills legend.
yes, Buffalo Bills runs deep here.
It sure does. They could use a win
Yeah.
this weekend. So, again, the open air ice rink open to the public during open skating hours or for rent for your events. Friday, November 17th opens, operates right through February 25th. We talked about some of the events and amenities. There's a few more I want to touch on. Rent the tent. So you come with your group or your family and you want to rent a heated tent, that's an option.
So we have this feature during open skate only. So yes, if the conditions are a bit too much for you and you just want to have more of like a private gathering place that's heated, you have the ability to do so. So that's a brand new feature this year that we haven't been able to host in years past.
And I see here, Learn to Skate, Saturdays 10 to 11, starting November 18th, running through February. So if you want your kids to learn to skate, or I suppose adults too could learn to skate if you haven't skated.
Primarily,
mostly for
this is
kids.
geared more towards the kids. Yeah, just to set the fundamentals of how to properly get your balance and your footing, and it's all run by our experts at the store. So that's another exciting thing too, is the people that we have, we call them teammates, us.
Sure.
Anyone that has a hockey or skate or I guess ice sports background that wants to get on the ice and help teach youngsters or be a skate guard for us, they have the ability to do so. And it's a really fun job, I would say, for teenagers all the way up through someone like me.
And I do see that there are a lot of events that we haven't touched on yet, like Skate with Santa coming up starting Saturday, December 2nd.
Yeah, that's one of our tried and true events. Santa comes out. He greets everyone. He has his own display on the ice, so he really does. He is front and center.
And then I see here it's the same price as Open Skate, so it's just on that day if you go to Open Skate, Santa will be there.
Yep.
RIT Hockey 3v3 Skate with a Player on Friday, December 15th.
Yep. This is another event that we brought back around. It's to benefit a local organization called Hockey Buddies, but our partners over at RIT, they come out for an exhibition style game. And that's happening December 15th, I think it was, that Friday. But yeah, we're really excited to have them back and again, talk about another occasion that's fun for the whole family.
And speaking of family, you have family coming into town for the holidays. There's a couple events that are scheduled during the holiday week. 2 days before Christmas on December 23rd, Ugly Sweater Saturday.
Yeah.
So that speaks for itself, right?
That one's self-explanatory, yeah.
And then on New Year's Eve, from 11 to 12 is New Year's Sunday. What's that event?
So basically, it's like a countdown to the new year. People can come out, and we have some craft style.
11 to 12 in the morning, though. Not like you're not ringing in the New Year on the ice at midnight, right?
So ours is 12 hours prior at noon New Year's.
Gotcha.
So we'll have our own little celebration, so you don't have to stay up as late.
And other than Thanksgiving and Christmas, Christmas Day and Thanksgiving Day, the open skate hours are pretty regular, and it's just an option, like I say, with people bringing family into town for the holidays. It'd be great to get out on the ice for sure.
Yeah, we have a season pass that's available too. So whether you want to get that for just yourself as an individual or as a group for up to 4 people, you can skate unlimited times. So that's a really great, I would say, return gift, or if you're in the spirit of gift giving right now, we have that available on our website. But with all that said, I mean, you can come back at any time, and that's through February.
So you mentioned the website. We talked about a lot of stuff today. If people want to learn more or kind of recap what we talked here and make some plans, they can go to the website, social media accounts. Like, where can people connect with you guys?
Sure. You can find us online at dix.com/House of Sport ROC. You can type us in a Google search engine and say Dick's at Victor, New York, or Eastview Mall. But I would say the best way to stay up to date with us is to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Dick's House of Sport ROC. Or you could give us a call at the store too. That's 585-282-0000.
Well, I think in the third season, I'm sure you probably see some familiar faces coming back. It seems like the type of thing that, especially if you're bringing your family out, that they look forward to each year. And, it's become, this is the third year, so it's, I don't know what year one was there like some concern? It was like, is this going to fly? Is this going to be popular? Like, or it seems to me like a no-brainer for around here. People are looking for stuff to do, in the winter, and ice skating rink right, at Eastview Mall, which is pretty centrally located. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, to have an open-air ice rink was an idea that the company had talked about for a while, and what better way to have an activity for families and for skaters all year round. And it's funny, we start planning for it in July.
Sure.
So as we inch closer to, I mean, it's hard to believe that it's opening next week.
Yeah, you got about, 9 days?
Yeah. We're just really excited to be in our third year of iteration. We definitely value our customers that come back and see us year after year, and we actually polled our season pass holders from last year to say, what do you want this year? When do you want to have open skate? So that's kind of when we settled on Thursday through Sundays moving forward. But we value our community's opinion. We hope to be a beacon for them to some degree, to whether that's through an activity or to just kind of host a special event. We want to be that destination for the whole family.
Yeah, it's all very affordable, and, great wholesome activity, for sure, that, isn't something you can just get anywhere. So we're lucky here that that's an option right here in the Finger Lakes in Victor. So yeah, it is getting colder. I got to touch on the weekend ahead here in the Finger Lakes. And it's weird in November, sometimes you might get a nice little 60-degree weather day during the weekend, or it might be the opposite. Fortunately, this weekend's kind of the opposite, although not terrible. Friday, we're looking at partly sunny skies, a high near 48, but it's going to be really windy, so it's going to feel colder than 48, gusting up to 29 miles per hour. Slight chance of a shower. Overnight on Friday, it'll get down to about 38, and then on Saturday, which is Veterans Day this year, 30% chance of showers. Otherwise, mostly cloudy with a high near 42. Still a little bit of breeze coming out of the northwest, so it will be chilly. And then Sunday, partly sunny, cool with a high near 42, but it should still be a pretty pleasant day on Sunday. And then when we head back to work on Monday, mostly cloudy with a high near 44. So, not ideal, but also not awful. Have any plans this weekend yourself?
I really look forward to that Chris Kindle market that happens at Granger Homestead in Canandaigua. So I know it's back around. Of course, who doesn't like hot cider?
Yeah,
when
it's
cold out?
kind of like a kickoff to the holiday season, just a little bit, prior to Thanksgiving before things really get busy. Is that something you go to every year?
Yeah, I try to. There's tons of local artisans for that early Christmas shopping, but I'm a foodie, so I go to eat and get something I probably shouldn't
Got any
be eating.
favorite restaurants around here? Any tips?
Yeah. Oh, in Geneva, I love Kindred Fare.
Yes, that's awesome. I
That's
go there quite a
favorite of
bit.
mine. I love the lake house too in Canandaigua.
Yes, very nice. Rose Tavern, I believe, and that's just a cool place to walk around a little bit. Like if you have dinner at the Rose Tavern, you can go to the library, which is like a bar that's kind of attached.
Yeah.
And, that is a really cool place, the lake house. So yeah, those are two of my favorites too. Ever been to Ports in Geneva?
I have.
Yeah, that's top notch too, I think.
Oh my gosh, the menu itself, I was having a hard time decide.
Well, the specials alone, usually at Ports, are extensive.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got it all around here. We got great food and open air ice rinks and events like happening at the Granger Homestead this weekend. Is that all weekend long, or is that just on Saturday? Is that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or just Saturday?
I believe so. It's all weekend long. I'm not sure. Depending on the weather, that's when I always make my split decision.
Yeah, I will be driving to Delaware on Friday. My daughter's going to take a look at University of Delaware, and then right back on Saturday. So that should take up most of my weekend right there. And Syracuse basketball is back, Paul. Yep. So I think there's a game this weekend. They play tonight against Canisius. They're off the weekend, but football team will be down in New York City for Pittsburgh playing in Yankee Stadium. So, and then of course we talked about the Bills. They'll have a big game on Sunday at home, Highmark Stadium, hosting the Broncos, and they really could use a win. It's a Monday night game. Okay, yeah, Monday night. So, all right. Once again, Dix.com/House of Sport ROC.
Yes.
Or just type it into Google.
Yeah.
And you'll come up.
Yeah.
And they can follow you on social media as well. Thanks for coming in and taking the time to fill us in on what's going on with the open air ice rink. Like I said, truly unique amenity, kicking off their third season. A week from this Friday, November 17th. So, and then you can check their schedule online. And Katie, really great talking to you. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
And thanks everyone for joining us today. If you enjoyed the show, click like, share, and subscribe. We'll be back next Wednesday We'll have some folks in from the Real Christmas in Waterloo next Wednesday. So until then, have a great November weekend right here in the Finger Lakes.